And we welcome everybody to Gesa Stadium for game number 1 of the Season 11 RLDS. Both of these teams come into this game with an 8-8 record, looking to take game number 1 in this 5-game series. Cameras are being a little finicky right now. All right.
Just go invisible and fly. That's the only
Up to
way.
bat right now is Rockefeller. He's got a 1-1 count with Caden on the hill for the Adams as he swings through the 1-2 for strike number 3. So Rockefeller will be retired for the second out of the top of the second. Cincinnati and Tri-City coming off two very different late stages of the season. Cincinnati lost a significant portion of their last games. In fact, losing 5 of the 8 games in the last stint of the season, whereas Tri-City won 7 of their last 8 in the season. Brian Cruz up to hit now for the Squadron. He starts off with a 1-1 even count. He takes the 1-1 high for a 2-1. He'll take a 2-1 just low, now a 3-1 count. There's the payoff. We'll go to another payoff. It's full count. The full count to Brian Cruz is in there for strike 3, and that will retire the side. So quick work made of the Squadron, and we'll be right back now for the bottom of the second. Still a 0-0 tie here at Tri-City. So we return to you here at Gesa Stadium for the bottom of the second. Ace 07 up to hit. He starts off quickly with an 0-2 count after a late swing and a swing and a miss. Rockefeller on the hill for the Squadron. And Ace 07 is going to launch that one to left field. It'll land just at the base of the wall. Here's the throw in from left fielder Brian Cruz. It's just off, but he'll get back to the base in time for the first out of the inning. So it's 1 down. Next up to hit for the Adams is Jonathan Howard. But I don't know if he made contact with that one, but it's going to be called fair by the home plate umpire. And Jonathan Howard is going to run to first in time for a base hit.
It hit him, and he swung. So it basically was when you swing and it hits you, you become the bat.
But it'll be a base runner now for the Squadron with 1 out, or for the Adams, sorry, with 1 out in the bottom of the second. A hit there from Caden. Double hit, bounced weird in center field. And a terrible throw there by right fielder. Not sure who that is. It'll be dead at first and second. Do we know who that is out in right? I believe that's Rye Guy.
Would be Rye Guy.
So just a bad play by him. He threw his glove on the ground in frustration, but he'll have to get it back together. It's still early in this game. Runners on first and second with 1 out for Doog, as Doog swings through the first pitch hard, 0-1. During the season, Doog batted pretty well, mostly for the Rock Creek Raccoons, with a .391 clip going into the last two series. That one's going to be hit to dead center over the head of the center fielder. He won't have a play on it until the runner has already made it to third base, and it'll be a single for Doug, and the bases are now loaded for JS 123.
Now, knowing Rock, will he try and avoid getting JS having contact, or you think he's gonna go like straight up sweat mode on him because JS has not played hot at all season?
JS hits that one to the gap in right center. Here comes the throw from the center fielder. It will not be in time. 1 run scores, and here comes Caden around third. The throw off the mark. It'll be 2 runs for the Tri-City Adams here in the bottom of the second. A huge hit there by JS 123. Perfectly placed. Very impressive there.
I don't know what the center fielder was doing. He was just standing there, let the ball go way over his head, and then played it. At the time, there was already a run.
Up to hit now for the Adams Imperious Delta, batting an impressive .417 on the season in 12 at-bats. 0-2 count, swung and missed. Now that's the second out of the inning, so Imperious Delta will be retired. And that'll bring up Ace 07 with 2 outs in the inning and 2 men on in scoring position.
We don't have a second and third.
That one's hit to right center field. Here comes the throw in. It won't be in time, so another run will score, and that one's going to be thrown away. So it'll be runners on second and third now again after the RBI double by Ace 07. And the outfield here from Cincinnati just being exploited by these Tri-City batters. Very well placed hits.
Cincinnati's outfield is not showing any. Cincinnati is not showing any potential to field the ball. They're just letting it and then reacting late. I don't know if it's lag or if they're just having terrible reaction times.
Howard hits that one over the head of the left fielder. Big lag from him, and that's going to be another run from Cincinnati. Oh, and that's going to be a missed throw, but Ace will retreat back to third base prior to the run, but it'll be 4-0 still with 2 outs in the inning. Up now is Caden. And the outfield of Cincinnati really causing them some trouble. So that one's going to be thrown off his bat. A stance is going to be the call, so it'll be an 0-1 count. Pinch runner is going to be called for the Adams, as Jonathan Howard is going to be told to head back to the dugout. Caden's going to hit that one to right center, just past the right fielder, so they won't have a play on him at first, and another run will pass. That's 5-0 Adams. One more run, and that'll be a mercy switch, as Duke is going to come up for the second time. He had a single his last time up. That one's going to be hit to center field, and it will go past the center fielder, so we'll have a mercy switch here in the bottom of the second. And heartbreak for Cincinnati as they felt good after the first, but now Tri-City up big after 2. We'll head into the top of the third now with a 6-0 deficit. You're listening to the RBC playoffs on RBN. And we're back here at Gesa Stadium for the top of the third inning, where Cincinnati will try to start to claw back from the 6-0 deficit. First up for them, Markinator, who goes quickly to a 1-1 count. Corner paint there from Caden, now 1-2. And strike three, pitch in the same spot. Markinator will go down in 4 pitches for the first out of the top of the third.
I think Caden is just finding a spot. If they miss it, he's going to paint that corner again. I've seen it happen with multiple pitchers this season, Caden being one of them, and after that, it's going 0-1 now. But I've seen it happen with Rock too, where he'll just paint like the inside, and it just always happens. So what if we see more painting of the same spot?
Anyway, Rye Guy goes to a 2-2 count in the first 4 pitches of his at bat. As he takes a high bait pitch, he'll go to full. Opportunity for Rye Guy. What will he do on the payoff? He will take ball 4. So a base runner for Cincinnati, hoping to get them some hope. As team owner he is the team owner, Rockefeller, comes up with 1 man on and 1 out. Here's the play ball. First pitch to Rock is low, but he swung at it. 0-1. The 0-1 swung on as well. 0-2 quickly for Rockefeller. The team owner a little overeager here, trying to get something done with a runner on first, but he'll take that pitch. Now 1-2. Takes one there. Now 2-2. So Rock clawing back from an 0-2 count. And he'll swing through that one hard. Strike 3 swinging. And that's the second out of the inning. As Caden has K'd 2 of the Squadron so far in this at-bat. So 2-1 with 1 man out comes Brian Cruz. He was the last out of last inning. First pitch he sees is a strike for 0-1. Then takes a quick pitch. Ball 1-1. Takes a strike low there. 1-2. Caden's really making use of this alternative pitching spot. Oh, sorry, that pitch does not count. It was before play ball. Brian will hit that one into left center field. Placed between the fielders off the wall. Here comes the throw from Doog. There won't be a throw from Doog, but trying to stretch it to third base is Rye Guy. He'll actually get there in time, and the throw will be offline. So it'll now be runners on the corners for Markinator, who struck out earlier this inning, and Doog makes a rare error out there in center field. PH 1 of 3 will be called for the Squadron, and Rockefeller will come to take hitting duties from his left fielder. Play ball in a big spot for Rock. A home run here would cut the lead in half. First pitch he sees is taken. Ball 1-0. Takes another one, this one in the zone. 1-1. Takes another one in the zone. Looking for QP, he'll get it. 2-1.
Ash, we're also missing corner things.
Swung on that one. It's now a 2-2 count, sorry. And that one pitched high. Full count. The payoff with runners on the corners for the Squadron. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 swinging, and that will retire the side. So a big opportunity for Cincinnati squandered by Caden as he gets 3 strikeouts in the inning. We'll be right back for the bottom of the third. And as we were on break, the bottom of the third started, and JS launched one off the wall for a stand-up double. So a very impressive way to start this inning off for the Adams. Up to hit now is Delta. First pitch he sees is a strike. Second pitch is an LP call. But it is possible that it is due to the batter. It will count as an LP regardless. Time is called, as Rock's trying to deal with this lag problem. During the season, Tri-City averaged only 2.1 runs per game. So the fact that they've scored 6 already on a playoff team is very impressive. Whereas Cincinnati during the regular season allowed a shocking average of 5.6 runs per game. So this run allowed is actually not that out there in terms of the trends of the season, as Rock is going to rejoin to try to deal with the lag. Not sure what happened there or what caused it. But be sure to check out tomorrow. We will have Game 2 of the MLDS after a solid win last night against Rock Valley. Texas is looking to go up 2-0 at home at Copperhead before having to travel to the Bay for Games 3 and 4. 4 will be played if needed. Waiting to see when we'll return to play ball. Here's the play ball. It's an 0-1 count for Delta from Rock. A drop bat will be made contact with and sent out to dead center field. The throw-in will not be in time, and it'll be now runners on the corners for the Adams. As the center fielder just not having a good game out there. I believe that is Brian Cruz. Couldn't tell you for sure. Up to hit now, Ace 07 in a relatively big spot. He's got runners on the corners with no outs. Contact is made with that one. It's sent into left field. The throw into the plate is on the mark for an out at home. Late swing, however, is the call from home plate umpire Dreadful Sleep. Unfortunate there for the Squadron, as they thought they had the first out of the inning. However, we'll play it again. As we have another bout of chat lag, trying to let that defuse itself. Play ball. Might be another late swing. It is. As the reactionary swing very much nerfed with the recent 0.5 second late swing reduction, and people said it would have doomsday-like effects. However, it has not. That one will almost certainly be an LP. As Ace was about to swing through the 0-2 pitch. That's 2 of 6 LPs for Rockefeller. As the 0-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3, that's 1 out. Up to hit next for the Aces, that is JS Got Game. He had a sweet 2 RBI hit last time up, and he's still got runners on the corner, so a big opportunity for him to continue here with his good game. No runs so far in the inning for the Adams after a 6-run second, but they've got 2 men on and only 1 out. The first pitch thrown at the
Oh.
bat. A trick there. 0-1 count for JS. The 0-1. Another strong pitch, quickly down to 0-2. Takes the 0-2. Now a 1-2 count. And swing and a miss. Strike 3. Too quick. Or was that a foul ball? That was counted as a foul ball. Let's turn the volume up in game. Play ball for a 1-2 count. And another foul tip. Or that one's called a strikeout, I guess. I guess defeat was accepted there for sure. Up to hit now is Caden, and looks like that one went off his head. Will that be counted as a hit by pitch? Yep, it will be. So Caden will advance to first for free after he got domed by Rock, and Caden's going to have a word with him. So Doog will be the batter to face instead with 2 outs and the bases loaded. So the first pitch to him is going to bounce off his body and played by the left fielder. Will the throw in be in time? No, it will not. All runners are safe, and that's 7-0 on the RBI single by Doog. Outfield is just not quite quick enough today.
Is that Duke's second not infield RBI single?
May have been.
Interesting.
Next up to hit, JS 123. That one's going to be hit to the infield, and a great catch there by Rock will end the inning. So only 1 run will cross that time for the Adams, and we'll head now to the top of the 4th, where the Squadron will try to claw back. We'll be right back. You're listening to RBC Baseball on RBN. And we're back here at Gesa Stadium now for the 4th of 5 innings here. It's a 7-0 lead for the Tri-City Adams, as the number 3 seed Cincinnati Squadrons will have their chance to bat now. Leading off for them, Rye Guy, as baseballs are flying in from the outfield. Balk will be the call from the home plate umpire, as he's saying that Keaton is too far forward, and
Aiden. He said Keaton. Keaton is a washed-up umpire.
all right, so it'll be a 1-0 count for Rye Guy after the balk. Here's the play ball. Still have yet to get the first pitch from Caden. There it is, low, 2-0. A slow pitching here from Caden. Last inning, he was very quick. The 2-0 will be called strike 1. And then a fast one quickly to 2-2. Some pacing games here from Caden, as that one's going to be at the top of the zone for strike 3. So Caden strikes out the first batter he sees now 2 innings consecutively. And up with 1 out and nobody on is Rock. We've got to start cracking at this 7-run deficit, or else it's never going to be feasible to win this game. And that one's going to be hit into the gap by Rock. The throw-in from Doog is on time for out number 2. A good play by him to bring them one out closer to winning game number 1. Only 4 outs remaining for Cincinnati before the clock runs out on game 1. This series, a best-of-5 series. The first team to win 3 games will advance to play the Charlotte Bandits in the RLCS. Brian Cruz up to hit this time. He'll see a strike for his first pitch, 0-1. Swings through another strike, 0-2, but quick pitch will be the call, and it'll be a 1-1 count. He'll make contact with that one, send it to the right center field gap, and Brian Cruz will have a single with 2 outs. A good knock there. We'll now bring up Rye Guy, who struck out to lead off this inning. Contact made by Rye Guy, sent it right to Doog. The throw to first, right on the money, and that's out number 3. So despite a 2-out base runner, nothing will come across for the Squadron. And we'll now head to the bottom of the 4th, but only a half an inning away is Cincinnati's last shot. We'll be right back for the last bit of this game on RBN. Welcome back to RLDS Game 1. It's the bottom of the 4th inning in the matchup between the Tri-City Atoms and the Cincinnati Squadron. And if you're just joining us, Tri-City is up big, 7-0, with only up to three halves of an inning remaining. Leading off for the Atoms, Imperious Delta. He'll start off quickly with an 0-2 count. And Rock maybe called for LP there, but the call on the field, yeah, it will be an LP. So they'll redo that pitch. That's his 3rd LP of the game. And that one will be hit right back to Rock, and he'll make the first out of the inning. A good play there by the pitcher to get the out. Aso 7 up. No play ball, but he hit that one right to the center fielder. Play ball, no count. Here's the first pitch to Ace, right at the bat. Late swing may be the call. No, it's called fair. The throw into first, off the mark. He'll be safe at first, so Ace 07 will have another base hit. Up to hit now, JS 123. Or sorry, that's not JS, that's Jonathan Howard with 1 man on first. That one's going to be sent to left center. Center fielder's got it off the wall, and they'll make the out at second. No chance for the double play, though, and that'll be the 2nd out of the inning.
But Peyton called stance. What? I'm so confused. It's stance.
So it'll be called back instead. So unfortunately for the Squadron, the out will not count. Caden is going to run for Ace 07. Jonathan Howard will have an 0-1 count. Time is called by somebody.
The batter.
Waiting on the play ball. Second pitch to Howard will be swung on and missed for an 0-2 count now. Here's the 0-2. Taken. Now a 1-2 count. And strike three looking. Jonathan Howard will be retired for the second out of the inning as no QP is the final call on the field. And Jonathan Howard, instead of vacating the box, will begin swinging Sweet Caroline. No, sorry, Ace will begin singing Sweet Caroline.
Jonathan Howard was just complaining.
As Caden will come up, Imperius will return to first base to run. It's 2 outs and a clean count. Here's the play ball. Hit right off the knob of the bat to right field. The throw into first, right on the time, so no runs will cross for the Adams in the bottom of the fourth. And without that huge bottom of the second, this game would be a 1-0 ball game. We will see whether or not the Squadron will have anything to say in the top of the fifth. They need to score 7 to tie, 8 to take the lead. We'll be right back for that here on the Robloxian Baseball Network. And we're back here for top 5. Rockefeller leading off for his squad. A major candidate for the RLMIP and perhaps even the MVP. He's been having a very impressive season as he just got hit by the pitch. And it looks like some beef is starting between those two guys. They're going to have a conversation down at first base, but Tri-City needs to make sure they're focused on the game at hand. So it'll be a new count for Brian Cruz with 1 man on and nobody out.
Oh. He got warned.
Caden's going to get a warning for intentionally throwing at a batter. Play ball for Brian Cruz. First pitch to Brian is going to be high for ball 1, 1-0. That one's going to be inside for ball 2, and Rock is going to steal second safely. Good move by him, although his run does not particularly matter that much. The 1-0 is, or the 2-0 is swung on now for a 2-1, and a pickoff move back to second is unsuccessful by Caden. I bet the cat and mouse game between Caden and Rock will be prevalent all series. As he's going to steal and get caught out. And that is just... Oh, he's called safe. Did he miss the tag? We'll get you a replay on that one real quick. Was there a tag right there? That's the big question. Oh, I don't think there was. I think he missed them. So the call is going to be safe at third, and that one's going to be hit by Brian Cruz, a dribbler into center. He'll be safe at first, and that's a run for the Squadron. So the comeback could be starting here.
It's not even an out was recorded there. You could call that a sacrifice, but like, yikes.
It looks like it's going to be PH 2 of 3 now for Cincinnati, as Rock is going to come up for Markinator, and it's going to be an intentional walk.
Rock said at this point. You can easily see it. He intentionally hit Rock, and now he's intentionally walking him. Rock's gone to his head, and that's not a good sign for a pitcher in a series that's a best of 5. Especially one of the star pitchers.
So Rai Guy is going to come up with runners on first and second and nobody out. A 6-run deficit. A home run here would reduce that to 3. We'll see if the Squadron have anything to say to Caden. First pitch to Rai Guy, too low, ball 1, 1-0. Next pitch, a called strike, 1-1. Taken a high pitch, now a 2-1 count. Oh, swung on a painted spot there, now 2-2. And in there for strike 3, so that's the first of 3 outs needed in this inning for Tri-City, as LP is going to be the question from Rai Guy. The answer will be no, as Rai Guy is getting very frustrated. He'll be called to run at first, as Rock will come up again. Top of the 5th, 1 out, 2 men on. Rock was intentionally walked in his last plate appearance. We'll see if they pitch to him this time. They will. The first pitch to him is high, ball 1. Oh, just off there on contact. It's now a 1-1 count. Takes a ball, 2-1. A very good pitch on the top side of the zone there moves us quickly to 2-2. Just too high there. Now a full count for Rock with 1 out. This is a huge pitch right here for the escape of the game, and that's going to be a very lucky no swing for Rock, because that would have been a called strike otherwise. Here comes the full count for the second time. Play ball called. Too low. Rock will walk, as he appeared too laggy to swing anyway. So the bases will be juiced for Brian Cruz, as Markinator is going to come to run. All 4 Cincinnati players are on the base paths or at the plate, and a home run here would put this game within 2. Brian Cruz, a low-key Rookie of the Year candidate, played most of this season, or played all of this season with Cincinnati, batted .316, but that home run column is higher than the league average with 4. So it's not out of the question that he sends one over the wall here. He starts off with a 1-0 count. He'll get a double hit, sends that one into the left center field gap, and the runner's not running. The throw into first is to the wrong guy, and they'll get away with that mistake by Rai Guy, and it's a 7-2 ball game. The deficit shrinks to 5. A big base running mistake there from Rai, and Markinator is up to hit, but will they use that last pinch hitter? Markinator, not necessarily the best hitter on this lineup, but he'll make contact with that one. It's sent right to Doog. The throw into first is on the money, but they will score a run, and the other 2 runners will be safe. So it's now a 7-3 ball game. But now Cincinnati is down to their last out. So Markinator will get the sacrifice credit that time. Runners on second and third. The tying run still stands in the on-deck circle, as it has for most of this inning. Or for the last few batters, I should say. Ryguy needs to get on and bring up Rock. He'll swing and miss at the first pitch. 0-1. Swung and missed at the second pitch. Down to their final strike are the Squadron. Will they make the comeback? Not quite over yet. It's a 1-2 count for Ryguy. And strike 3 called. Interference
called.
What does that mean?
It was Ace. He was jumping like crazy.
Ace 07 will get called for interference for jumping around. And I believe the call that will result in the runners advancing and a ball being added.
Ace has been doing that all game.
So it looks like and the strike 3 called happens anyway, and that will be the ball game. So despite some final prayers there in the top of the 5th, Tri-City will come away and win game number 1 7-3. The winning pitcher with a complete game is Caden, and the losing pitcher with 4 innings pitched will be Rockefeller. But the question mark is, what will happen in game 2? Because the pitchers for these teams after the first guy get somewhat questionable. The next guy in line for Tri-City, we don't really know who it would be. Maybe Parker, perhaps.
Aqua, if he shows up, maybe. I don't
think
really
is Matt or NLJ still on the team. I don't think they are.
They both are on Texas after a trade that brought them back after them retiring because Tri-City was suck. I'd say they'd probably pitch Aqua if he shows up, or Imperius Delta, or maybe Parker. But 2 of those 3 pitchers love to spam low, and I know Cincinnati loves to watch, so they'll probably blow it up.
All right. Well, in that case, we'll see you perhaps tomorrow for MLDS game 2. Game 1 the game 1 victors of the RLDS Tri-City. We'll see if that trend continues for the remainder of the series. Thank you for watching some RBC playoff baseball here on the Roblox Baseball Network. We'll be back for more later. Be sure to tune in. Have a good night.